Camera's quality is too low for. Okay. Hope that this works. Oh, wait, one more thing. There we go. All right. Wait, did I mix black into this? Where did this? Oh, it's right here. Right here in my head. All right. Howdy, Chelsea. I'm getting a little bit of a business from the internet, to be honest. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna do something really quick. One of these days, I'll get this whole thing down. Do, 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 do. Would it be? No. Okay. Do I need it to be smaller? I need it to be smaller. You know what also I need? You know what also I need? That's for my lighting to be better. This is a mistake. In the body. Yeah, I should just make her head square, yeah? Here, cat. Is there a cat yelling? Alright, there's her neck. And I'm going to bake her already. Oh! Oop. Did I? Yep, I moved my thing. That's fine. Look who I have in the oven. I haven't finished my Gwendolyn. She got burned a little bit. Shoot. She looks kind of goofy too. Okay. Should I rename the stream? Not possible now. Too late now. Ugh. Actually, can I show you what I'm planning on doing? I wonder if I can, actually. Will that fuck up the stream more? Window capture. Add sauce. New sauce. Don't capture cursor. Is that gonna work? Nope, it's not gonna work. Ha 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 ha. Look, it's not working. Alright, then delete it. Yes, remove it. Get out of here. I don't need it anymore. I don't want it. Okay. Now I gotta make this. Keep doing this to myself. I like all the great fairies. So I think I'm gonna recreate this, but not like this. I don't want the fish? What is this? I don't want the dragon on the inside of the bottle. I want it on the outside. So, oh, this song fucking slaps. Got that fly in my house. Oh, good. It's gonna take all the stuff off the clay and put it onto the clay, and then that's the exact thingy that I want it to be. Where's my mouse go? It's going somewhere. Can you hear that? I'm using this as a mic. Isn't that stupid? But it's the best quality mic I have in the house right now. I don't know where my mic went. That white is bright on the camera. That white is bright on the camera. That white is bright on the camera. I'm starting to get a little hungry. Oh, John Peel. There was an old ass video from back in early YouTube that my friend showed me. Oh, hell yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah. Anyway, the video was called Bitch Piss. And it was a feller. And he was like... And it was a feller and he didn't even start his oven. What a fool I am. I'm mixing this color this whole time and I... Anyway. Bitch Piss. It was a guy singing to a bottle of alcohol. And it was, I don't remember the lyrics anymore. But I remember it being like, bitch, piss. I love your little bottle. Actually, I mixed it with the blue. And now I'm pissed because I should have mixed it with the metallic like I thought I was going to. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. And I'm your boyfriend. Yes, I am. Right, so the arms are going to have to be... I'm gonna get your gift. Now that song's gonna be stuck in my head. The arm's gonna have to be thin as hell. And she's got a little bit of purple on the bottom there, so I can do that. this a better color? I think this is the better color. These things are always impossible to open. What's burning? Who's burning? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Yeah, da 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 da. Grandma, grandma, grandma. Grandma. How am I gonna? I'd have to paint that. I would definitely have to paint that. There's like a gradient that this lady's got going on. What's going on? Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Do, do. Okay, so for a gradient like this, I think what you would have to do, I actually don't know how to do this, so bear with me. Bear Grylls with me. Bear Grylls is with me. So it's like this, right? Nope, hold on. I'd have to put that down. It's not going to stick. That's just good for me, I guess. Okay. Oh, I'm not even getting... I can't even see that. Give me one sec. Oh, no! Give me 1 second. I didn't think to do that before I started my absolute bullshit that I'm on. Hold on. What are you two? Oh, my internet connection is being a lot better. Nope, I lied. It's not doing anything better. I can't see that one. How do I go to... Uh-oh. How do I go to, No, all the messages. I want to see all of them. Oh my god. This is fine. Why is it doing AI mode? What does that mean? I can't see. I can't see comments on the long one, on the regular one. Fantastic. This is great troubleshooting for me. I'm lying. Oh, shit. This is probably done baking. Oh, no, 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 no. Did I burn it? Ow, 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 ow. Ow. Oh, I burned it. I burned it. Oh, man. That's just the kind of man I am. One who burns shit. Oh my god. Oh, good. Okay. That's loading. Hold on. So I gotta go to my live. What are you crying about, Popo? There we go. And then I could do a pop-up chat. Or not. Wait, which live is this? Okay. Chelsea's on that one. So I want to go on this one. This one. Yay! Okay. Now we're cooking with bacon. Can I talk louder? You know what I can do? I can make the mic a little louder too. I apologize. Howdy, marhabat. Is it marhabat? Wee. Sorry about that. I'm just testing out everything that I can do. Testing out everything that I can do in my Streamlabs here. How are you today? That's so funny that it would do that to me. All right. I can now talk louder. I can also increase the mic sensitivity, but I really don't want to have to increase the mic sensitivity because, yeah. Because then it could be too loud, and then I could start peeking. I think I burned her head. Look. Maybe. Oh, maybe I didn't. I didn't. But she looks very, I don't like the way it... How do I explain it? I just don't like it. I'm going to put another layer over her. She's just going to get thicker and thicker until she doesn't fit in the bottle anymore. Okay. I'm just going to make sure we're fitting in the bottle. We got to make sure that we're fitting in the bottle. Okay. I don't have a roly-poly pen, which is unfortunate for me because I'm kind of desperately needing one right now. I need to go to the store and get a roly-poly pen. Oh, very loud mic things happening. Also, wires getting all twisted. Wires getting all twisted. Why does it smell like someone's making food in my house? I'm the only one here. Spooky. Uh-oh, what have I done? Uh-oh, what have I done? What'd you get on there? What'd you get on you? Alright. I'm gonna try to, like, make that blend. Do you think I can make that blend? I don't think I can make this blend. I might have fucked up. I might have fucked up. Ah! How do people do this? I made it too thin. You know what? That was my bad. Here. Ah! Do. Boop bop boop bop beep bop bop boo. Bum bum bum. Da da do da. Keep skipping frames, huh? We're just gonna keep skipping frames, aren't we? Dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. My goodness. I'm just going to talk about nothing. Or I'm not going to talk at all. Because that's what I'm doing right now. I've gone completely silent like an idiot. Bum, bum, bum. Ba-da-da. I am excited about the new Legend of Zelda coming out, but I probably won't be buying it. It's very hard for me right now because the Switch 2 is like really expensive. Not caring about its customers right now. And I feel like all they care about is money, and that's probably right because they're a huge conglomerate company and money is their number one goal. It's not necessarily about pleasing the customers anymore, is it? Oh my god, how do I get that to... How did that happen? How'd I do that? This is wild. Okay. Wait, hold on. I got it. Haha! Ho-ho! There we go. That's not a gradient. Oh my god. I'm so good at this. Oh my god. Whew. It's hot in my house. I don't have a roller. Oh, there is shadow. Heroes rise again. Oh, you know what I do have? This plastic bottle. There we go. Ha 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 ha. I said plastic. This is a glass bottle. I don't know what materials I'm using. I'm just full of myself today. Alright. That should do something, right? Well, I've been here for, that should do too much, actually. I'm not even gonna... Hold on. Okay, so... Here. You know what I'm gonna do really quick? Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Yeah. Hello! Is it... Wait. I see the queen. I need glasses. The queer nymph. Howdy do. How you doing? I'm making a fairy. Which isn't quite a nymph. Unless nymph is a term I'm unfamiliar with, but... See, this is how tiny it is. It's got to go in this bottle. So, let's see how well I actually do. Okay. How are we doing today? I'm covering my hands in clay and making a big mess for myself. I already mixed this clay earlier, but now I'm doing it again. Because I hate myself, apparently, and I want to work harder than I need to. I need to find a better way to record my stuff. Looks like my frame rate's dropping quite a bit. I think that's a better color, probably. Do do do. Bum 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 bum. Ba 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 da. Goodness gracious, dog. What do you want? that gonna fit? That's not gonna fit, dude. I don't know what I think I'm doing. Certainly not the right thing. Dog, you better get off this couch. You're gonna make me all slippy dippy. I really need to replay this game. As a matter of fact, I might just stop crafting and switch to playing Majora's Mask because, gosh, that was fun. I keep forgetting how fun that game is, and then I play it. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is one of my favorite video games of all time. Majora's Mask is just so good. It's one of my favorite things. There we go. I should make more Majora's Mask stuff. I should make tiny little Majora's Mask. I need to get back to work. I haven't been working in a while. I need to make sure that I'm keeping up with my hobbies, because if you don't keep up with your hobbies, then you just get real sad about it. And I don't want that. I don't want to get real sad about it. Alright. I feel like the frame rate's really bad. And I feel like I'm hoping my audio's coming through pretty good in comparison to how it was a few weeks ago. Yeah. Ah, this is one of my favorite games, Wind Waker. It's so lame to be like, actually, all of my favorite games are from the Zelda series, but partly the truth, not 100% the truth. I really like all of them. Wait, is there a Zelda game I don't like? Tears of the Kingdom was kind of disappointing, but I still liked a lot of parts of Tears of the Kingdom, so I wasn't like a super fan of I didn't have to build a bunch of stuff. That wasn't what I was excited about for Tears of the Kingdom. What I really liked was the story that they were developing with Ganondorf and everything, and then they kind of dropped it. That's my favorite boss battle. Or not boss battle with Ganon, but that's my favorite Ganon boss design, maybe is what I should say, because he was pretty cool. Oh my gosh. How do I not get my fingerprints? I have oil somewhere, but I don't have it with me right now. Where do I put this on the screen so it doesn't... There we go. Alright, I'm gonna bake this head again. I wish I could figure out... I need to get a... What's the word? I need to get sandpaper. And I sand this girl down. And I'd like to put her in a music box. Wouldn't that be cool? She needs to be sanded for sure, though. Alright. I gotta bake that head. I wonder if I should just start on a dragon right now. Because I want to do a dragon wrapping around. I want to do 3 different ones. I want to do Farosh. And I want to do... What's the other one? Winrar. And... Denali. No, I don't remember any of the dragons' names. I just remember Feroce because that's my favorite one. Boom, 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 boom. Yep. Hold on. Let me see if I have oil somewhere so that I can do that. Is coconut oil poisonous for animals? I actually have no clue. Ow! Oh, shoot. I'll just injure myself severely here for the sake of art. Because that's just the kind of man I am. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, that didn't dry completely. That didn't cure all the way. That's fine. I don't like the length of the neck anyway, or the, sorry. What the hell? Where else cat hair come from? Cat, did you make this cat hair? Don't lie. I just don't like how thick the neck is. I feel like it's supposed to be not this thick. I guess it's fine. Oh! Hi, Brad! I just saw you there. Chelsea's not here. He left. With nuts. I have 2 different chats to monitor. And they're both quiet and lonely. Which is fine. I'm trying to make a fairy. She was a fairy. Boo. Boo, 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 boo. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do. Yeah, the frame rate's really bad. I gotta work on fixing that. That's because I'm using an app to project my phone through the computer instead of using my phone as a camera just straight to the computer as a webcam, which is probably what I should be doing. Because, let's face it, that's gonna fuck up the frame rate. Doo-doo is America. Oh my god. I actually don't remember which boss fight this is. Is this in the, is this in the Ancient Tower? Look at that. We're getting it done. We're getting it done. She's gonna have a little turtleneck. And she's gonna look so cute. I might do another one of these. What is the fairy fur? I'm gonna put it in a bottle. Look at these long ass, because I saw how long these bottles. couldn't get little short ones, but I was gonna do the dragons on the outside. I really like that better, but it's like, well, what do you put in it? Duh, fairy, but like fairies in Zelda are like this big, and they're usually what's the word? They usually have the golden ratio going on. So I wanted to do the long ass fairies that look like Katamari characters from Wind Waker, you know? And I'm gonna make this one in color and put her in a bottle, but I'm probably going to make a mold of this, I think. So that if I do make more of these bottles, I'm just not making, like, the hassle for myself. You know what I mean? Just make it easier on myself. Word. One of these days, I'll get this whole thing. I'll get this streaming thing down. Did you see how far you're... Hold on, I'm gonna finish my sentence, I promise. Oh, I got it all dirty. Shoot. You know what? That's not really that big a deal if I'm gonna be real. It's not that big a deal if I'm gonna be real. Mass production. Exactly. It's like if I want to make more of these, it's like I need to make a mold. I need to... So the unfortunate thing is I'm probably going to make them all look the same then, which I kind of... makes me a little sad. I mean, I can paint them different variations, but for the most part, they're going to be all doing the same thing, which is going to... They're all going to be holding a Triforce, I think. Which I think would be neat. You know what I mean? They're supposed to be holding like a lotus in the game, but I just think it would be neat if she was holding a Triforce. You know? I should probably play Wind Waker on stream. That would be sick. Yeah. Howdy, Badger. Everybody's good. My chickens are actually just screaming right now. How's everything with you? They're out there yelling. The family's out and about today. Because we're going to go... We have a big party to go to tomorrow, so... I'm probably being too quiet. We have a big party to go to tomorrow. And, we have a lot of food to prepare for them. Because last time when we met up with these people, they didn't bring, water? Well, they brought water, but, like, not a lot. And they didn't bring cups. We were like, okay, next time. There was water there, but, like, not, like... I mean, one person brought water from their creek, which was kind of cool. But, like... You know, I gotta make sure these kids are drinking. Okay, so... I need to make her arms, like... I am also sweaty and gross. Isn't it terrible? Sorry, I'm just walking in. I'm also sweaty and gross, and there's bugs everywhere. There's biting ass flies, dude. Biting ass flies constantly. I am in a state of being bit by flies constantly. Alright. This is gonna look way too Hindu. This is gonna look way too Hindu. I don't know about that. Should I bake her and then add the arms? Or should I... Nah. Okay, so she's got 2 in the back. And I think I'm gonna make them come down like bop, bop, bop. You know what I mean? If you don't want to know what I mean, that's fine. Okay. No. They gotta be really skinny, but I also want to be really thick. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Oh god, this game had such a good soundtrack. Yeah, it's been all bugs for us and just sweating. It's been free. It's crazy to me to wake up and there's just heat. Like you wake up and there's heat. That's crazy. Cheap cooler. Yeah, we have a cooler. Well, one person brought like a thing of spring water from their spring, but like other than that, I was just like, okay. But there's no ice or anything. It was just straight, and it was a hot day, and I was like, okay, we gotta make sure our kids don't dehydrate the next time we meet up with these people. I say these people like I didn't like them. They were nice. It's kind of a new group we're getting to know, and but I don't know. I have a hard time taking my kids out public because I'm in a constant state of worrying that there's weirdos out there. So hi EQ. Yeah, it's hot. How is everything going? How's the storage unit going? Also, have a good time at work. Hold on. I think I know how I'll plan this. Oh my god. I'm a genius. I'm an absolute genius. Yeah, well, that was another thing. No one brought cups because they all had their own water bottles usually. And they were like, oh yeah, new people are coming. Whoops. There are politicians everywhere. You have the right to be concerned. Yep. No, like, dude, we went to a park and it was public, and it's like there are people like parking at the top of this hill and not doing anything, and I'm in a constant like paranoid state for no reason. But like, I'm like, are they taking pictures of my kids? And I know that like that's paranoid, and it's like, oh, not everything's about you, but I'm also like, are they taking pictures of my kids? It's just too much. I'm kidding. But they have to socialize, and that's the problem. I mean, sometimes Chelsea says, well, do they really have to socialize? And I'm like, yeah, they do. They need to understand how to be human people. Like, you can't just homeschool and then be like, don't interact with anybody else ever. And it's like, that's weird cult stuff, and I want my kids to grow up to be. Oh, yeah. And you know what's horrible, too, is that when it's hot, I'm like, I don't want to do anything. And then when it gets so cold that it's like almost snowing, it's like, I don't want to do anything. So there's only like 2 seasons where I'm like, this is good, and I will do the thing. Yeah. So yeah, yeah, you're right. It is. It's not me being paranoid. I just like, I don't know, man. I don't want to have to be that way, is what it is. I don't want to have to be that way. I don't. It makes me feel icky. And you know what I'm gonna do? Is I am gonna pop this in the oven really quick. Not like this, but like. Come here, give me those. Girl, give me those arms. I love how I can just like with any character be like, I'm not gonna put hands on it and call it a day. Okay, so she has little floaty arms here. And nope, float the arms. Float the arms a little bit. Just enough so they can hold on. I knew it. I'm making her too big. I'm making her too big. Is there a way I can, like... Yeah, I don't know. I'm already making dilemmas for myself. Isn't that fun? Maybe I can make her skinnier. I like her little turtleneck, though. I like how the dress shape is turning out. Do I have a blade that isn't dirty? Oh, scheisse. Okay. But yeah, I really wish we were living in a world where we didn't have to be completely paranoid about going outside all the time. And nowadays, dude, like that, my main concern too is with AI. This is a messy son of a bitch. With AI, like I don't want people ever taking pictures of my kids ever. I don't want them taking pictures of my kids ever. It's so horrible what's going on these days. And I just want my kids to be okay. I just want them to be normal. We encountered I don't really want to I don't know if I should talk about this because I don't want to like throw shade at this family. But I encountered a family that they don't have phones and they didn't have televisions. And you know what? Like, good on them, right? Howdy, Tristan! Like, good on them for not having phones and televisions. That's fine. Like, whatever. But, they also told their kids that now, like, I'm getting this secondhand from my kid, what they told my child, but they told their kids that Jesus didn't want them to have phones and TVs. And that really concerned me. I was like, dude, you can't just like lie because that's, like book chapter verse, right? Like you're allowed to hold certain beliefs about things, but it's like please don't just straight lie to your children. And that's kind of what they were doing, so I was really concerned about that because it's like because then my kids are coming up like that's not in the Bible and it's like it's like we're not gonna do that. That's the problem with having to socialize and deal with other people. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. Exactly, dude. I was like, that's like you understand that my kids are gonna talk your kids are gonna talk to other human beings eventually. Exactly. I did not mean that mistake. Well, you said it. And it's here. Okay, I'm gonna put this in the oven. Yeah, no, that's exactly. I was just like, that's no bueno, dude. Because I'm scared, because I mean, I don't want kids to like. I don't want their kids to lose touch with the Bible and Scripture and Jesus and all that. But it's like if you start lying to them about stuff like that, they're gonna, turn away from you eventually, and that stuff scares me. Just because I don't want families to be broken apart and like have to fight each other all the time. And like, but at the same time, I'm like, how am I can't judge these people, It's like they're doing what they can, but I don't know. That just frustrated me a little bit. And then the women, for some reason, we went to this thing. For some reason, the women and the men separated when they did. God, the more I talk about it, the more I just feel like I'm trying not to be like this isn't gonna work out because I'm not afraid to like walk out of a group of people. Like I don't really care. But but I want my husband and the kids to be able to have friends. So I don't want to be the reason Uh, yeah, that too, Brad. Like, how do you teach them to stay safe without ruining all that stuff? It's like you have to work your way around that stuff, like with wording and stuff. But like I'm like in a dilemma where I'm just like I don't know if these people are gonna work out because of the way that they talk. Like, I don't know. I don't want to. I don't want to. If my kids get along with their kids and my husband gets along with the group, it's like I'll just show up to make sure that my kids are all right. And yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I sounds like everything in your gut is screaming at you. A little bit because I'm very judgmental about like people who. Hold on, I'm gonna put on more music for me, just for me. I'm really judgmental about people, just in general. So I don't want my kids getting any wacky ideas. I don't want them to be overly like hurtful and judgmental. You know what I mean? I just I'm trying to balance all this stuff, and it's like I don't want to be rude about these people because they all seem very nice and hermity behavior. Yeah, my mom did. My mom made sure we knew what was up. She would often be like, well, here's why I'm not in the church right now. And I'd be like, okay, Mom. And here's how this person treated me. And I'd be like, okay, Mom. So for the most part, I'm just like, no, you can't really trust anybody. So, yeah. And, you, hold on. I gotta get this thing out of here. My thoughts are all over the place because it's hot. It's 1,000,000 degrees. I'm about to burn the crap out of this cable right now. Hold on. Whee! Okay. Oh, why did her head turn a little? No, her head's okay. Ah! Yeah, you're right. It is better that they end up on the more judgmental side. I don't know. I want them to be able to have friends and everything, but I also don't want them to get hurt. So it's like, and my daughter's really judgmental, like I am. So it's rough to get her to be. It's a hard time getting her to be like nice about stuff. Like I'm constantly like, hey, you need to not be so mean about this thing, and she's like, but this is justice, and I'm like. She doesn't say that, but she has that attitude. She has that thing, a strong sense of personal justice. She has one of those. So, yeah, it's hard to get her to get along with other kids because she wants to make sure everything's fair and everything's good and everyone's being nice and kind and polite. And my husband actually has a story where he was very much the same way. When he was a kid, his dad found him being beat up by a bunch of other kids. And he was like, what's going on? And he was on the floor, like, clutching a football. And they were like, he's not giving the ball back. And he was like, they're not sharing. They're not being fair. So I'm not going to give the ball back unless they start to share. And his dad was just like, oh my God, get up. We got to get out of here. $300, Brad. I could pay a guy $300 to find nothing, or I could trust my gut when this family eventually slips up and I find something way too weird. and just leave. And tell Chosu, hey, we're leaving now. She sounds like she's 35 sometimes. Yeah. So if you raise them weird enough, they just start to sound old. Yeah, no, so my daughter's very much, she's very much my husband's daughter. She acts like him a lot. And I got another one that's unfortunately just like me. She's all sensitive and she's all weird. She's a weirdo, and I love her for it. There's nothing wrong with it, but she, does that thing where she purposely kind of like, I don't fit in. And it's like, you do. You do a lot more than you think you do. You want so badly to be unique in all the world that you're telling yourself, oh, I'm the weird one out, And I feel bad because she'll figure it out eventually. That's like, oh, I was just looking for attention by trying to act weird. And then she's going to feel so bad about it. She's going to cringe when she looks back about how she acted. And it's like, yeah. Because I used to do a lot of the same stuff she did. That's better. That fits. That fits. Okay, cool. Do they look like arms, though? They don't really look like arms. They kind of need to be a little longer. Will that... The question is, will it cast? Go with your gut. Oh, here we go. Yeah, yep. Just gotta listen to my gut. Like I said, I have a feeling... Another really funny thing, because, it was really funny because I'm not going to give away too many details about the family, but they said some funny things. But one of the things the guy did say was, I don't trust the Greek when it came to the Bible. And Chelsea was just like, okay, I see where we're going. It's like, then what do you trust, really? Because it's like, it's like, this is kind of the most complete, this is the most complete scripture we really have. There's evidence of other stuff being out there being written, but we don't have it. Like, it's like, so what are you gonna do? We have the Greek. Yeah. Oh yeah, and my daughter's coming up on teenage years, so she's already kind of in the throes of it with her attitude. We're dealing with it as we go. Justice, that's her new name. We're dealing with her little hormonal swings as we go. She gives so much lip, and I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt that, like, she doesn't understand how rude her tone is. And I don't think she does. I really don't think she wants to be that rude. But, like, some days I'm just like, okay, I am two seconds away from just, like, declaring you a stranger and fist fighting you. Like, what are you doing? Like, I have to, like, stop myself and be like, don't get mad. She doesn't understand that she's got an attitude right now. And I talk her through it. She's like, oh, okay. Like, she doesn't want to be rude. She just gets snippy, dude. And I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. So it's like, she's a good kid. Okay. These fairies have 4 arms, which, frankly... Yeah, just once, right? Wouldn't 4 arms be like... Would they rock? Wouldn't it rock to have 4 arms? I mean, it's double the sweat under the pits, but... you'd be able to do so many more things. You could pet 4 dogs. That's so useless. I'm sorry. You could pet 4 dogs. How dumb are you? Oh my god. I had this all planned out and now I don't like it anymore. You know what? It's not as cool as I thought it would be. This is lame now. Oh my god. So, yep. Yep, you gotta chill out. You gotta be like, they're just figuring. Because if you snap back, like, I remember doing this with my mom. If you snap back, it's only gonna make things worse. Because then they're like, well, what did I do to deserve that? And then it's a whole fight. Right? Like, I didn't deserve to be yelled at. I'm just being me. Yeah, this is gonna take a lot, so pray for me. She, like I said, she's already got that strong sense of personal justice. So it's just a matter of time before she... Did they send you a pigeon letter if they have no phones? I don't know how they know how to get anywhere. I don't know how. So they have these meetups, right? With this group. I don't know how they... Somebody must go to their house and be like, hey, this is what we're doing. Right? Because, like... I don't know. Alright. Cool. Cool. Does it look like arms, though? Doesn't really look like arms, does it? She's, like, kind of mommy. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, I'm gonna... Yeah, I don't know how they... And, like... I'm okay. For me, it's like... I'm gonna put this in the oven real quick. For me, it's one thing to be like, I don't do this. And it's like, awesome. Hey! No, we're not doing this right now. Knock it off. It's like, okay, you don't do that thing. I'm going to respect that. It's another thing, like, it's when somebody has a personal belief about something, I'm not going to judge them. But when they come at my friend or loved one about that kind of thing, then I'm going to be like, you know what? I'm going to fight you. Those government-issued robot spy pigeons, all birds are robots now. They've all been replaced. It's not that birds aren't real. It's that they were real at one time, and now they've been replaced. No, but anyway, so my husband pulls out his phone to be like, here's my son with holding a skunk, right? Hi, Mosey! How you doing? But he pulls out the phone to be like, here's a picture of my son holding a skunk, and the guy, like, withdraws, like, he pulls himself back. It's like, oh. Like, no, dude, you're not gonna, like, I believe a lot of stuff, but you're not gonna get cancer, instant cancer sickness from my husband showing you a picture with the 5Gs on his phone. You're not gonna get that from him just showing you a picture. It's okay, Mosey. You can come whenever you come and go as you please. I knew the cardinal couple sitting... Oh, did I tell you about that? Okay, so I'm sitting in bed, right? And I hear a little cardinal outside my window, so I copy it. And I'm like, oh my god, it's so cute. And we keep going back and forth. We're talking, and I'm talking to the cardinal. And so I finally stick my head out to look at the cardinal, and he's right there in my window. Like, he's like right here. And I stick my head slowly out to see. I'm like, hi, little guy. And I didn't say that. I tweeted at him, right? Like, I tweeted back. And it, like, flipped out. It flipped the fuck out. It was like, ah! And then I realized that this is what people talk about when they talk about skinwalkers. Like how a skinwalker imitates you and tries to lure you into the woods. That's what I just done to that poor cardinal. Yeah, the 5G space lasers, dude. I know. I felt really bad because one woman was like, "Well, we're not getting really good reception out because one woman's off grid, and she's like, we're not getting good reception at where we're at." So I'm thinking of switching to a flip phone, and I told her, I'm like, I tried to switch to a flip phone out here, and it doesn't work. And you can't have anything but 5G out here. Everything's 5G. The 3G doesn't work. If the 3G worked, I would have been able to kind of find a way to make a Japanese K phone work, but they don't have any 3G out here. If you want to drop the G's, then you're out of luck. Everything's 5G right now. I am making a little fairy. I wish I could show you a picture, but the picture isn't popping up. I'm making the Great Fairy from The Wind Waker, Legend of Zelda, and I'm trying to make it so that she fits into this bottle. And then I'm going to put a dragon. So I made this dragon already, and when I was making her, I wrapped her around the bottle to kind of just like shape her, because I intended to put her in the bottle, because I don't know, it reminded me of I don't know if you know what a snake soju is, but North Koreans make a soju out of snakes. But that's what it reminded me of like a snake alcohol. And I thought, well, I could do more dragons like that, or I could put them on the outside. So I'm gonna put a fairy inside and then test out having them on the outside instead, because I really like that look. Yeah, it's not that it's just that they've discontinued like the services in some places. A lot of, especially out in the sticks, a lot of places are just doing 5G because it's easier, it reaches more. Did this bake at all? Oh, it did bake. Good. And I'm not saying like I'm not saying it's completely harmless. I don't know if it is or isn't, but it's like, you know, what are you gonna do? Like I get you went to live out in the sticks so you could be self-sufficient, but it's like if you need a phone, like get a landline? I don't know. I think that's the only option now, right? Get a landline. But the landline, yeah, get a landline. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Actually, her hair's kind of dumb. I'm not gonna lie. I've been going on about how cute these are. Her hair is kind of shitty. Did you know back, I don't know if you ever had a problem back during the 2020s with connection. I did a lot. But during 2020, I found out that a lot of people were actually attacking 5G towers. And I'm gonna try to finish this. Right now I'm also working on I'm trying to make like a ballerina for a music box, but I'm doing Gwendolyn from Odin Sphere. I don't know if you played that game. I have a lot of cleaning up to do on her. And obviously her head and her shoulders aren't done. She needs big ass broad shoulders and a spear. But so I want to make it like kind of a ballerina for a music box, but with Gwendolyn instead. I think I'm gonna try to make her wings bigger as well. I gotta make that. And then I also have a bear version of Chris Redfield from Resident Evil, but he's like a bear from Animal Crossing. So yeah. Anyway. What else do I have planned? I have lots of stuff planned that that I just haven't done. I'm also gonna make, I have a series of, what's the word? Monster Hunter monsters I want to make, but I have a bunch of kittens. So I've been taking pictures of these kittens, and they've kind of been my muses. So I'm probably just gonna take the Monster Hunter characters and Monster Hunter monsters and pose them like the kittens that I have, and all these pictures I have. Yeah, people were attacking 5G towers, but they were also accidentally attacking 3G and 4G towers because they can't tell the difference between a 5G tower. So if your phone line was down anywhere in the year 2020, your phone tower probably got attacked. My little oh, thank you. There's this thing. What's it called? Hold on. It's called VeadoTube. VeadoTube. VeadoTube Mini, and you can upload you can upload multiple pictures, and it's four. It's one talking, one mouth shut, one blinking, one mouth open while blinking, and it's just really simple. It picks up your mic, and you can put it in the corner of OBS when you're recording stuff. It's really neat. It comes with a transparent background. It is free. You just have to provide the little pictures. Hold on. She's almost... What's that character? She looks like a character from a television show. Steven's Universe, maybe? I don't know. Did they really have to have the towers look like Sauron? Yes. You have to. How are people gonna know your evil agenda if you don't make everything look like Sauron? Alright, this girl's got, like, pigtails, like this. Yeah, no, if you have an evil agenda, you gotta let people know it's an evil agenda. Otherwise, you're just getting away with murder at that point. I don't like... Well... it's okay. Ah! Maybe I should add these on after. I'll add these on later. Okay. She's got face, though. She's got face! Alright? Do you even know what that means? No, because I will not explain it. I gotta finish playing Majora's Mask. That was fun. If you gave me a whole day with that game, I could beat it, and that's kind of sad to me. That I could beat it that fast. It's not that I don't, think that the game's not perfect. I kind of do. I just wish it was a little longer, but... Oh, why what? Palantir is the name of the Sauron spy crystal balls. Yeah! Which are like computers. Which I think that's really funny that that's the evilest thing... to Tolkien, that's the evilest thing that you could do, is everyone be connected via the crystal wall, and everyone get fed
everyone doom scroll every day is basically what he could think of as being the most evil thing. That's really funny. Because he's not wrong. I've been having to, like, check myself because I've been, like, doom scrolling. I've been really tired lately, and so it's like, okay, I'm already laying down. I might as well go on the internet, right? I need to stop doing that. Like I said, I have all these plans for art that I want to do, and I just need to not do that and just sit down and do the art. She's got a big old nose, and I like it. I like big old honkers. Big noses are great. I did make Astro because I had somebody request it. I don't watch Dandy's World. I don't even know anything about Dandy's World. I'm gonna be 32 this year, so I'm a grown-ass woman. I don't really pay attention to stuff like that. But I had someone request it, so I made it. Get your Switch fixed. Yeah, I know. Yeah, everyone's like illiterate now. It's kind of crazy. I'm really worried about these kids out here who can't read. Even adults. I heard apparently people are admitting to like skipping past the descriptions and the actions that are happening in a book just to get to the dialogue. And it's like, that's not how books work. How are you supposed to know what's going on in the book? Oh, is this playlist already over? I'm gonna have to loop it. There we go. I don't know if you can really see that, but yeah. She's got a face. Wait, where's yeah, I need to get my Switch fixed for sure because my son really likes Monster Hunter Rise, so I was like, we gotta play that together. He did like Monster Hunter. He liked Monster Hunter Stories because he doesn't like hurting animals. But now he's into both. You know what? I do just, if you saw the biblically accurate Miku that I did, I'm thinking about doing a matching set and then making charms out of them. Does that make sense? I might do a really small, simplistic design. Like, yeah, like I was thinking about like that big of the Hatsune Miku head. There's a fly. And, oh my god, keep getting into the house. So I'm thinking about making a small Miku head and then a little Teto to match. Because I do want to start selling stuff. Because I'm trying to get my... how often I go into town, like, kind of situated, so, like, I can start finally sending stuff to people, and... Because I don't really want to sell stuff unless I know what I'm doing, right? Like, I don't want to start a business unless my products are really nice. So... I'm really worried about that in general, but I'd like to start selling things. And the Miku and Teto matching kind of... I also want them to be really colorful, like kind of Decora style. So they won't just be like, oh, this one's green and this one's red. I want it to be really bright. So that's kind of my plan right now, is kind of work on making my art kind of getting a solid schedule going so that I can start actually making stuff. And I do have to make a kind of... I have to get a better... area to work in, because if you're going to be making stuff for people, my workspaces are always dirty because I've got kids around. So I need to work on doing a better workspace specifically for like making stuff for other people. You know what I mean? Because I've got cats and cat hair gets everywhere. We're building a Catmandu. I'm trying to make a I'm planning out a like an anti um I'm planning on an anti-fox kind of thing for my cats. I don't know. Johnny has been he's in England. I hope. We actually don't know if he's in England. We never got confirmation about whether he made it. I know that he landed in Iceland. That's about it. Oh, hold on. I gotta stretch. Whew. I'm gonna go back to Windmaker Music because that's all I downloaded for the stream. I didn't think I'd be streaming this long. No, I want this. Oh, I see what happened. There we go. I would show it on stream. Oh, just our buddy Johnny. He had to go back to England because his friend was sick, and we have not heard from him. Yeah. Your sister's trying to sell her own stuff. I was thinking about doing soaps when we get a goat, and then I found out there's somebody in town who is selling goat soap. I just bought some. I just bought some goat soap because there's a local co-op. That's another thing I'm going to plan on doing is selling at our local co-op because they have a little place for vendors that they just opened, which I think is really, really cool. But someone does sell goat soap there, and I'm thinking about talking to them about their process and stuff. Because if I was going to make stuff where I sold online, I would want it to be for like the kosher community, the people who, you know, really value having no artificial products in their or artificial ingredients in their products, and you know, want to make sure there's no animals like ooh. I kind of want sheep, but I also don't really want sheep. The Great British. Yeah. Yeah. Our friend's over there. We're all a little worried about him, I think. I'm worried about him. Are you guys worried about him? Because he really went, like... Wait, do we have any confirmation that he actually made it to England? Did someone check the Discord? Because, like... The eyes are something? Or is it bad? Or is it good? It's really small. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, they're a little lopsided. Okay, so she's got to have, bioengineered food, baby! Takes up 6 weeks to cure, though. Make a bunch of events. Yeah. I have to shop with this person because they said they make bug repellents, and if they work well, I'd be very happy because my kids need it like crazy. Oh. Spooky. Fun fact, all of my pieces are haunted. No. I miss, back in my day, I could go to Chinatown and I could find a CD that had like a whole soundtrack for a bunch of video games on it. It used to work. You could just be happy and have a good time. No. Hold on. I'm gonna mix... Because, like, this is really... It's supposed to be metallic, but it's just glittery. Yeah. Facts. True that, Victoria. Should I mix these two together? I feel like I'm getting blue on this gold, and it's fine. Like, God will forgive me, but, like, you can't even see what I'm doing, so what does it matter? I think I'm gonna mix these together. Actually, no, I'm not, because see, I got blue on it. I need to get my hands clean, because I'm being really gross with my hands. I just realized I've got music. Welcome back, Tristan. See, I knew it. As soon as I put down my, I've got both the vertical and the horizontal chat, lives going. And I don't even know if that's a good idea. It might be taking up my bandwidth. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Gracias. That's our word. You can't use that word. My family's been gone a really long time. Oh my god, they've been gone since like 10:30. It's 2 o'clock. Yeah. Deathclaw he tried to make it the last time I streamed, and he was like, it was too late for me, and I was like, I know, I'm sorry. I streamed Majora's Mask because well, he's gonna switch to days now, but Cholsu was working nights. But now he's not, so that. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna make the Triforce. I'm gonna make the Triforce! Let me just make a very symmetrical shape out of clay, because that's what normal adult human beings do with their lives. What does that mean, Victoria? That's a sauce. Does that mean thank you? Should I just give them one? Or should I give them the whole Triforce? Hold on, I can't see what I'm doing. Should I give them one piece of the Triforce or the whole Triforce? Because if I'm going to do 3 of these ladies, what do y'all think? They're each going to have a bit. My chicken just yelled. Prego. That's the kind of sauce we use. We use Prego. Because homemade sauce is for Italians. Oh, it means you're welcome. Since when do I have chickens? Oh, I've had chickens for over a year now. I was keeping them in the house for a while, but I hate having birds in the house. And so that's why I'm building Kathmandu outside, because it's time for me to return the favor, because I hate having birds in the house, but my husband loves having birds in the house, and he doesn't like having cats in the house, because anything on 4 legs freaks him out. And I know that sounds silly, but we've all got our vices, right? It's not that it freaks him out, it's just like they make him kind of nervous. Okay, how am I gonna... I need to, I don't even know if you guys can see what I'm doing. It's a nightmare. What an actual nightmare. Yeah, so basically we cancel each other out a lot of times for things that we do. And I feel bad about it. Does that make sense? Ragu? Sorry, I just saw that. No, he doesn't. He doesn't. He doesn't want a cat with 2 legs. I think that would freak him out more. Because then it'd be like, well, now we have to take care of this cat. It's only got 2 legs. No, he just likes. Like I said, the dogs they kind of have to be outside for the most part when he's here, and because yeah, they do. They run through the house and they make a lot of noise, and I have. I have a cat, and all he does is scream sometimes. Like, when he's in the mood, he'll just start screaming. And he does it all through the house. And that cat has... Yes. Bipedal wolves. They are great for pest control. They're always bringing me mice. And voles. We have a lot of voles. But, yeah, animals that just run around and cause chaos, he's not a fan of. And it's not that he's not a fan, he likes them. And he wants to give them the best possible life he can. It's just hard for him, you know. He can't really help what freaks him out. Like, I would like to like the ocean, but I just don't. I just think it's a horrible, horrible thing. Filled with monsters, and that's okay. I'm allowed to hate the ocean. They also love to, these cats love snakes. Like the garter snakes, the harmless ones. And I really wish they wouldn't eat the harmless ones, but they love to play with those. Because I think, oh my god, this fly problem is killing me. I clean up everywhere where I think flies would appear. I have fly ribbons. I'm constantly catching flies. You open a door in this place, flies fly in. I hate it. Alright, I think I'm only going to give them 1 piece of the Triforce. How's that sound? Ugh. Yeah. That's right. This is Dexter. Gotta find a new Dexter. I'd give you some of my cats, but maybe Chelsea, if you're listening, turn off the sound. We had an accident with one of our kittens the other day. We had a pallet in the house, and the pallet, they were all playing on the pallet, and the pallet fell on one of them. And I'm devastated because, for one, it was my son's favorite cat. For 2, I have 3 calicos, a black and it was the black and white one, and then a tortoiseshell. And the tortoiseshell and the black and white were best friends. And so now the tortoiseshell has just been walking around, just kind of trying to stick to whoever will hang out with it. And I feel so sad for it. It was horrible. Like, I'm not gonna go into super detail because it was graphic. It was bad. But, ugh. I feel so bad for the little tortoiseshell right now. Plus, losing an animal like that sucks. Like, it's been rough too because we had a really hot day and lost a bunch of birds. And it's just like, I don't want to do this anymore. Our guinea got attacked by a possum. I love possums, but now I can't support possums anymore. I have to get possums off my property now. I feel so bad. I love possums, but it's like, you can't be eating my birds, dude. I didn't even know they attacked birds. I thought they just ate, like, whatever they could find, like, that wasn't something that could fight back. I didn't know that possums attacked other animals. So, oh sorry, I've just been talking with a blank screen. There was something I wanted to do while I was here. What was that? I don't even remember. But yeah, I didn't know possums attack things. I felt really dumb afterwards because I was like, I was keeping those things alive, keeping them from the dogs. And so yeah, we've just had like a few tragedies in a row, and it's just been like... I love possums too, but I can't have them attacking me. Okay, take care, Mosey. Thank you for stopping in. Okay. I watched a bird who lost his mate and they got... Oh. Oh my god. I just missed that person. Okay, so if I was gonna do a dragon... Actually, this is probably done cooking. I should probably actually wrap up soon because... I'm almost done, for one. And for twosies... I'm getting really tired. I tried to start the stream earlier and it just kept cutting out and I don't know what I was doing wrong. But I finally got it to work. So if I'm going to do... Should the dragon come up around the bottle or down? Like, wrap down? I'm thinking wrap down because I like... Well... So, the dragons I'm talking about in Tears of the Kingdom, they go... They, like... go underground. And it's kind of the scariest thing in the world. So they come around, they go underground. And they go, like, into the depths, right? And then when you shoot them with an arrow and, like, take their parts, they go into the sky. So, Brad, do you think I should do them going upward into the sky or going down into the ground? If Brad's even still here. Because Brad's good with this input stuff. For some reason. Brad always knows what he's doing. Okay, so I'm gonna have the fairy in here. I should probably... What should I do for the base, though? I should probably have something in the base. Down into the ground. I was thinking the same thing. I wanted the head to kind of be right here and then the tail to be on top. Right? Oh, you can't even see that. That's funny. On one screen you can, on the other you can't. It's funny. But, so yeah, this is where the head would go, I think. I don't want to overdo it on the religious symbolism because of... I mean, that's really hard with Zelda, right? Because everything's, you know, an ancient being that's been worshipped by something. So I actually don't know what I would do for a base. I was thinking about trying to put flowers in here somehow, but I'll figure that out later, I think. Because I was thinking, like, what's that Torii Mountain with the you know, the cherry blossoms and stuff? I'll just overcomplicate the shit out of these. So yeah, I need to make a base, and I need to make, something to kind of fill in the space. Because I like the dragon idea, but I kind of want the inside to have a space filled. And then it would go... I'd probably put a cloth or something on the lid. The Sandworms and Beetlejuice. Yeah! I love the Sandworms and Beetlejuice. My daughter loves Beetlejuice. We're going to an event next weekend. And it's with a bunch of people we've never met over the internet. And they have families. And they asked my husband, it's like, well, wait, hold on. How are we going to know who you guys are? And I looked at him and I said, we're going to be the only ones with the goth kid. Because it's one of those Hebrew people events. I don't like that term. Because I don't speak Hebrew. And that's... My husband brought that up once. He's like, oh, these people speak Hebrew and they're calling themselves Hebrews. And I'm like, you know what? That's very accurate. It's okay to not be, you know...
I don't like being up my own butt about stuff, so I'm good. I'm down with any term that doesn't make me seem overly important. I like to be humble in things because it makes me feel like the big asshole that I am. Ow!
This is burning me. This is burning me. The heavy milky episode? Yeah, no. I have a lot to say this week. Things have not been great. And I'm getting really sleepy about it. Did I burn her? Oh, she's stuck to the... Yeah. Yeah, I like just the single Triforce in the middle if I'm gonna be real about it. You failed Hebrew class on purpose? It's hard, right? Like, Chelsea keeps saying, it's like, well, why don't you just learn Hebrew? And I'm like, I'm not like you. I can't learn, like he can learn languages really fast. Nah, yeah. I just, nah, dude. My 6-year-old... My 6-year-old she just turned 6, she keeps asking about death, and she's not, like, overly sad about the topic. She's just curious, and she keeps asking, like, you know, things about it. And the other day, because my parents had this neighbor that lived down the street who was a super hippie, like, never took a shower, walked his dogs all the time, had huge dreads in his hair, just smelled terrible, just the whole 9 yards. And, sweet guy. My kids loved him. You know, they'd only ever see him when we go for walks, because that's all he did was go for walks. He passed away at the beginning of the year, I think. And my 6-year-old, we were cooking dinner last night. She was helping me, and she's stirring the sauce, and she goes, I miss Bob. I'm like, Bob? Who? She's like, our grandma's neighbor. He died. I was like, oh, yeah. Yeah, I miss Bob too. She's like, he was fun and nice. I miss his cats too, because he had an outdoor cat that was out all the time. And I was like, yeah, I miss his cats too. And then she looked over at her favorite kitten and she went, Marlena's gonna die someday. And I was like, yeah. And she goes, but not for like a really long time though. How long do cats live? And I was like, can you just stir the sauce, please? Oh no, well, okay, so she's been asking about kind of the concept of heaven, and, you know, I don't overly go into it with the kids yet, because, you know, I'm not one of those people who's just like, you're gonna go to heaven right away when you die, and it's you know, I have a different belief system. And so she asked the other day, she goes, are we gonna live forever? And I said, well, not right away. Like, you have to die first and blah, 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 right? And she was like, oh, okay. And she thought about it for a second, and she goes, I'm gonna miss you when you die. It's like, thanks. I really, yeah, actually, I appreciate it. Love you. Because, I mean, okay, cool, she's... Yeah. She'll miss me. She assumes I'm gonna die first, so that's good too, I guess. Yeah, the sleep thing first. I'm more drawn towards that, I guess. But, I couldn't get over how she was... No, yeah, she's the hammer. I have 3 girls all fighting for supremacy, by the way. They are all, like... I have 4 girls, but I have 3 of them fighting for supremacy. Hold on, I don't know how I'm gonna make this a kind of... Meanwhile, the boys are just doing their thing. You know what I mean? They're just chilling out. Hold on. Let me try this really quick. Yeah, no, she's a good kid. She'll definitely she's sweet. She loves everybody. She just gets along with everybody. She is one of those people, like, I know they say this in like true crime documentaries all the time, so I should probably never let her out of the house, but she's one of those people where she walks into a room and she just brightens up the room. She's just one of those. She's a great little person. I like having her around. She's a good balance between, yeah, Justice and my second daughter, who's just all emotions, and she just likes everybody. She wants everyone to get along, and she doesn't understand why people can be mean ever, and love her to death. But I really wish she'd get thicker skin. This is so... Oh, wait. This might be... I might not be able to do this like this. I'm gonna need something long and sticky. Long and sticky. Great. Shetto. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I got one of those right now. I got a daddy's girl. And I don't regret it, actually. Oh no, I have two clingy ones, and I don't regret having the clingy ones either, because hold on, my brain thoughts. I'm trying to unscramble what I just... Yeah, no, I have two clingy, like, mama's girls, and then one that's like daddy's girl. And then if my husband buys the toddlers briskets, they're dad's kid for the day. They love brisket. But they've all been like this. They all have done this where he's like, I'm gonna take them out to barbecue, and I'm like, okay, and then they're just like, the one who didn't like him suddenly really likes him. It's really funny. My brisket girls. They love their barbecue. Alright, as soon as I bake this and see if it fits in the thingy, I might just quit. Oh, because I'm coming up on 2 hours anyway. I keep doing that. I'm probably going to end early, and then it's just like, no, bitch, you ended on time. You need to learn how time works. Does anybody else have time blindness? I have extreme time blindness. I think this is how this is supposed to go. And then it doesn't go that way because that's not how time works. Oh, come on. I need to go through this house and get rid of all these flies before my family comes home so that they don't have to deal with flies. Okay. Do-do-do. Okay. 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 I got this. I got this. Do-do-do. I don't even know if you can see what I'm doing, but I'm doing. Mission Barbecue? No. We had a place that we used to go to for brisket, and then the guy who ran it ran for councilman, and he was really corrupt, so we couldn't go there anymore. Now we can just go basically anywhere if we want barbecue. But they don't have any idea what tri-tip is out here. Do y'all know what tri-tip is? It's like the bottom cut of, I don't even know what tri-tip is. I'm gonna stop posing, but it's really good, and we have it in California everywhere, but nobody knows what that is out here. That used to be like the thing that my grandpa liked to get, was tri-tip. Be like, ooh, fancy, we're having tri-tip tonight. But yeah, people don't do that out here. We found it at a place that's local to us that has, I think it's a chain, but it has it's entirely dedicated to vets, and they make everything in an open kitchen. It's cool. Ooh, no. I'll have to check that out. Check that out. Did I make her too? She's kind of long, huh? I like her. I actually don't hate this. This is cute. Making her into a mold will be kind of difficult though, because of this bit right here. But you know, if I make her out of resin, that won't be too much of a problem. Okay. Alright, that's how she's supposed to look. Maybe I should move the Triforce down a bit. Yeah, okay, so it's not super common anywhere but California. I got it. That's interesting. Alright. Alright. That's it. I think I might move the Triforce down. I'm gonna bake her and see if she... Oh, okay. Here's the theory. She's going to fit in the bottle because I've adjusted those things, like the back of her head and all that stuff. So she's gonna fit in the bottle, and it's gonna kind of... Oh, that is kind of cool. Oh, you guys can't really see it, but it's gonna look really cool. Okay. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna make a video on it, and then I'll take her out of the jar. What I'll probably do is just put her on a wire. Yeah, tri-tip's really good. But I don't think you can get it out here. Or, well, if you can get it, it's not common. Because like I said, we had to go to like a specialty store, which it's one of those stores where they sell stuff at like a discount because they bought a bunch, like, you know, maybe it fell off a truck or whatever. And yeah, we got it there. And Brad said descending, so we're gonna have a descending dragon. So yeah, I don't know where you would get it, but yeah, if you can find tri-tip, it's tasty. It really sucks in, like if you grill it with like salt and pepper and garlic, it really absorbs the flavor. Like my husband was talking about it, he's like, yeah, and he's like, you know, when you have tri-tip, and it absorbs the flavor, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right, it really does. Tri-tip is so good. I need to get more of these bottles. You know what? I think you can buy them in bulk from the Dollar Tree, huh? I might have to get like 40 of these bottles and see if I can sell them. Like I said, my only problem is... Are you okay? Oh, that's hot. My light's blinking. Unless it's not blinking and I'm the only one seeing it and I'm having a seizure. Oh! Oh! So I have to go to the doctor. Remember how I talked about how I have an irregular heartbeat? Well, I just found out that that could lead to seizures. So I have to go to the doctor to get my irregular heartbeat checked out and make sure it's not like a deadly arrhythmia, just a regular kind of not deadly arrhythmia. So that's gonna be fun. You know, I was like, I got an arrhythmia and it's fine because, you know, it had been fine. But then I found out, yeah, you can get seizures from that and have a stroke. And yeah, there's a type of arrhythmia that you can get that can cause all kinds of problems. So I need to go get that checked out. So I have to go to the doctor now. Not right now, but like, you know, I have to schedule an appointment and stuff. So that's fun for me. I always joked about arrhythmia because there was a movie with Dustin Hoffman that my friend and I watched one time, and he had arrhythmia in it, and I was just joking around, and I pressed the very last key on the piano, and I was like, ding, 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 arrhythmia, and that was our arrhythmia song that we would sing, like, forever and ever, and then I developed it, and it's less funny. I mean, it's still pretty funny to me, but I didn't realize arrhythmia is a really serious thing, so yeah, I have to go get that checked out. And if you guys know any crunchy alternatives to medication, that would be great. Thank you. Because I mean, there's garlic. You could just eat loads of garlic, but raw garlic makes me sick. It makes me throw up, so I can't have it anymore. I used to love raw garlic, and then I got pregnant with my second daughter, and she made me really sick. So, yeah. Okay, that's what we're doing today. Yeah. Yeah, no. Just eat all the garlic. You'll be fine. Hold on, I can't see my thingy. My heart was dropping beats, yes. Like, legit, like, beats per second. It was like... There we go. Oh, that's the perfect music. I got the fairy song playing. Alright, I am going to adjust the Triforce. I might add it. I might just do the singular piece or do the full Triforce. I don't know. But she's finished. Have you tried honey, soaking the garlic in honey? I can't. I don't think I've had garlic honey since I started getting sick. I don't know. But I could try it. Because pickled garlic also made me really sick. I also have a problem with the smell of marijuana. And sometimes tahini on apples, but not all the times, because those are the things that made me sick during different pregnancies. And that's how pregnancy works. That just... Do I have a lisp? I feel like I have a lisp. Anyway. Yeah! So it goes like blue and black sometimes. So I've heard. Anyway. I am... Brad, if you have garlic honey recipes, drop them in the Discord. Drop it like it's hot in the Discord. Not my Discord. Somebody else's. Anyway. I need to take off because I'm at my 2-hour limit. I'm over my 2-hour limit. I tried to start the stream earlier and it wasn't working. I was doing a very bad job. Anyway. Shoot. Well, I appreciate everybody for showing up. I really like this. When it cools down, I'm going to pop it in the bottle and sand it and see how it looks. But for now, it's not cooled down all the way, so I don't want to break it. So, yeah, I gotta sand it, make sure it's all clean. And then I'm probably gonna make copies of this, and when I do this... Each dragon has its own individual details, though, so I'd have to make copies of each dragon. Don't you think? I think. Anyway, I really appreciate y'all staying and chatting. I had a lot of fun. You guys are awesome. And I'm gonna take off, and I'm gonna eat something because I'm starving. High CPU usage detected. Yeah, I'm getting faster. Thank you. And I do like doing little things. I want to do more little things, like this one, and this one. I want to do tiny things, itty bitty things. And then I want to do a really big one. I actually have a big Zelda sculpture plan, but I won't be able to do that for a long time. Anyway, thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate it. I don't usually stream on Fridays, but this is an exception. And I'm not Sunday, I won't see you Sunday because we got a lot going on Saturday, so I have a lot to do on Sunday and around my house. So I'll see you guys probably on Wednesday if Chulsu is back on day shift, because it's hard to stream when I got the littles and the bigs. Anyway, yeah. Thank y'all for coming.